You're working hard on your creative project and you know you're making progress, but it doesn't feel like you're making progress. And that is messing with your head and with your momentum. Give me the next few minutes and I'll show you exactly what the heck is going on. And if you want our commitment split one pager that shows what feeds commitment on the creative adventure and what starves it, drop well fed below and I'll DM it to you. I'm Christine Karen, founder of Good Jelly. I work with people who care deeply about their creative work, and I help them make progress that is not just reliable, but inevitable. This was actually a question one of our newsletter readers sent in. They wrote, "For the past 5 years or so, I've been trying to write a book with a full-time job. I'm an incredibly ambitious person, and while that has helped me to get to a lot of places I wanted to go, patience and falling in love with the process is something I am currently working on. My question is this. Book writing takes a long time, especially with other commitments, both chosen and unchosen. How can I help myself see those daily little wins as wins? I'm currently in a place where even though I am still progressing slowly, it doesn't feel like it. And when I remind myself that I am, I don't believe it. Every day I haven't finished my novel is another day I haven't finished my novel, rather than another day that I have stayed committed to my project." Now, this isn't a mindset issue. It is about how progress is, or in this case, is not, fully registering in an embodied way. So the deeper question is, what is blocking progress from registering? The answer is a 3-step causal chain that is fairly simple to track once you see the pattern. Step 1 in the chain is structural. How are you actually tracking and capturing the progress you make on a day-to-day basis? If you think back to yesterday, can you accurately recap what was accomplished in specific measurable ways? If not, the process of registering your progress is already compromised. There's a Zen koan. If a tree falls in the woods and you didn't hear it, did it actually fall? You don't want your progress to be a Zen koan. No wondering, no pondering. Progress made, boom, you gotta hear it. Step 2 in the causal chain is about directionality and internal authority. The writer who sent in this question perfectly captured this part of the causal chain, naming the experience of so many people on the creative adventure. Every day I haven't finished my novel is another day I haven't finished my novel. You just swap in whatever creative project you're working on. The directionality of that statement is what is left to be done. That becomes the focus. More to do, more to do, more to do. Yes, it is true that the project is still not done, and progress has been made. That "and" is critical. Without it, progress gets downgraded and dismissed as not enough. The only progress that counts in this is the final completion, rather than the swaths, the great swaths of interim progress that is made on a day in, day out basis. This step becomes the blocker when internal authority is ceded. The person inadvertently cedes the framing power of progress to the part of them that will always only see what is left to do. When that happens, progress cannot be fully claimed. Step 3 in the causal chain is where we finally get to the payoff of our hard work. We actually get to feel the progress, not just see it, not just have it in balance, but we feel it in our bones. But even if we get past the visibility breakdown of step 1 and the framing breakdown of step 2 in the causal chain, this one is still a bit tricky because we all have a tendency to stay in our heads when it comes to acknowledging progress. And when we stay in our heads, we are cutting off a whole lot of the body. Embodying progress is tactile, it is physical, it is playful, it is, to state the obvious, in the body, not just in our heads. And since we're talking about chains, one of my clients recognized she was not embodying her progress and that she was actually being a bit stingy with her wins. So she decided to make a paper chain. And multiple times a day, as she finished each discrete bit of interim progress, she would pull out one of the strips of construction paper she'd cut and staple another loop onto her chain of progress. This is a great example of progress embodied and made into a visual reminder of, yes, progress happened and is happening. What often happens, though, is that our minds tell us that doing something like making a paper chain is silly, a waste of time, that we shouldn't need to do such things. We are adults, after all. That resistance is the actual block in this step. When we listen to that voice, we don't do the thing that will actually help us fully inhabit our progress. So, if it hasn't felt like you're making progress even when you are, this is why. It's not that you're not committed. It's not that you're not doing the work. It's that your progress isn't being seen, framed, and inhabited in a way that allows it to fully register. And if progress isn't registering, it makes sense that would start messing with your head and your momentum. Remember, if you want our commitment split one-pager that shows what feeds commitment on the creative adventure and what stars it, drop well fed below and I'll DM it to you.